Okay, so in this video I will be explaining about Pythagorean fractals. So first of all, fractals. What are fractals? Fractals are basically when you repeat a shape or two shapes over and over again until they become they're all the same shapes, but they're different sizes. So for instance, if I draw a triangle, an equilateral triangle, and inside that triangle I draw another triangle and then another triangle. See, if you can imagine that, they're all the same shapes, but they're different sizes. So that's what fractals are. And the thing about fractals is that you can just go on, and there's really no stopping you. The only thing that's actually really stopping you is probably like the size, because as it gets smaller, it would get harder to draw. So Pythagorean fractals are basically the same thing. It's just that they apply the Pythagorean theorem. So there are many kinds of Pythagorean fractals, but I'll draw an example. Let's stop here. Basically, what I've done is I've made a big square over here, and then draw a right triangle over here, and this line over here. This line, this side of the square serves as the hypotenuse of the right triangle that's above it. And so basically, if you observe this quite closely, you'll notice that as you go on, the shapes would get smaller and they'll start curving over there. It'll start curving up, there. Get smaller. The reason to that is because this square let's call it square B. Square B plus let's call that square B. Let's call this little square A. That's an A. And let's call this one basically, the area of square B together with the area of square A will equal to the area of square C. So I'll repeat that. Area of square B plus area of square A equals area of square C. Hence, that is why, or at least as you go on, that's why it will always get smaller, because B minus square B, area of square B, minus plus area of square A equals area of square C. Which is why it gets smaller because that would mean that it would mean that area of square C minus area of square A would equal to area of square B. So that is where we get the formula, basically. My computer is lagging, it's being really slow. So, okay, I'll try writing it down for you. So I think it'll be faster. That is why C squared. Let's pretend that 2 is a square. Okay, hold on, let me do this. Okay. So that's where you get C squared equals B squared plus A squared. And if you get that, that would mean that B squared would be C squared minus A squared. That's why, as you go on, the shapes would get smaller and smaller and smaller. That's the reason. I've got a fractal that I've made earlier. It's on paper, so I'll show you right over here. So I hope you can see that. You see, as you can see, as you can hopefully see, this curls like that, and it gets smaller, and it's a lot clearer over here than it is over there. That it gets smaller because I've gone further with it. So see, you can clearly see that this part is definitely smaller than over here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything to it. I hope that this video has been very helpful. There are a lot more Pythagorean fractals that I have not explained about yet, so you can try and draw them. They're actually quite fun to draw. Just, I would suggest that you have rulers with you because they're very helpful when you want to make these kinds of things. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.